So I'd like to look at the energetic loops of the spine. So this first month in Pura Yoga 200 Hour, we looked at Tadasana, and looking at it in a lot of different ways to help us figure out how to properly align the bones. And so this was just one template that we looked at, and not universal, because depending on the student, one student might need more pelvic loop, another student might need more heart loop. Or so more or less of any of the loops. So they're not universal principles, but just basic template to help us align and to see the break in energy. So the pelvic loop begins by taking the top of the thighs back and then drawing the flesh of the buttocks down and then lifting the pit of the belly. So those three actions would help to get the pelvis in neutral, optimal alignment. The kidney loop would be expanding through the kidneys. Okay, so a lot of times what happens in poses is we tend to go into too much of the heart loop and then we lose the kidney loop and it crunches the low back. So expanding through the kidneys and at the same time softening the front ribs down. Okay. Now the heart loop would be to lift the top of the sternum bone. Okay, this is the sternum bone from here to here, called the breastbone. So you would lift the top of the sternum bone and draw the shoulder blades down onto the back at the same time. And what can happen is you can get so much heart loop that then you lose the kidney loop. So as you work with the kidney loop or the heart loop, then you add back into the kidney loop to just find Tadasana again. The cranial loop would be lift the back of the skull up and soften the skin of the face down towards the heart.